Sweet dreams.
Devil May Cry 3 tips for beginners. Use Trickster style, get it to at least level 2 for Sky Star. More maneuverability and iframes equals easier crowd control. Learn at least all the free crazy combos including Rebellion's Million Stab, Agni and Rudra's Million Slash, Cerberus Satellite, Nevin's Jam Session, and Beowulf's Hyper Fist that will keep a group of enemies stunned. Target annoying enemies first and take those out like Hell Lusts and Soul Eaters, etc., or whichever enemies that trouble you the most. Learn visual cues for attacks if you can't hear audio ones. Some audio cues do become easier to hear with practice. Don't try to hit more than 2 to 3 enemies at a time. Try to gather up 2 to 3 enemies in a corner where they can't escape. You can always use some knockback moves like the shotgun, helm breaker, stinger, etc. to send some enemies flying away. Never trade hits. If you see an attack coming, roll, jump or dodge out of the way, then get back to comboing. Mix up combos, style moves, and taunts for high style ratings. One of the easily overlooked features early on in the game is the masterful aspect of locking onto an enemy with the R1 button. You will want to lock onto random enemies that appear and focus your attention to that specific enemy until you can, at the very least, down it and focus your eyes on the oncoming assault from a different bad guy. Locking on is practically vital to boss fights, as you need to lock on to execute special attacks. Look at things from a different perspective. If the missions gets too hard, go back and level up different style types in previous missions and buy new moves from the divinity statue to become stronger. This will prepare you for the demented missions later in the game, and it will give you an entirely different perspective on things to come. Is that boss too hard? Maybe Dante is just too weak at the moment. Devil May Cry 3 plays more like an RPG than an action game in many aspects, and this is one of them. Level up and come back later. If you're on DMD difficulty, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. Similar tactics, but much harder to apply, since once the enemies devil trigger, they become almost resistant to being stunned. To stun them consistently in DMD mode, you have to learn the stun mechanics of each weapon. Make sure you check all weapons and style-specific moves videos with their properties and description on Irrational Gamer to understand the devil arms better. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to Irrational Gamer YouTube channel.